How's it going, everybody? This is Ben from the Cooley Center. I'm here to talk to you about some stuff that you can use around your house as lifting equipment, as exercise equipment while we're stuck inside. You might have seen some of this stuff get used already, but I'm going to be here to give you some examples, give you some ideas, and hopefully inspire you to be creative with your own exercise equipment or household items that you have. First things first, it's a backpack. This is real easy. You put weight in a backpack, this becomes your barbell, this becomes just a way to weight yourself down for exercise. You want to put it on your back, it can act as a plate during a push-up. Make that a little heavier. Squats, anything you want to do with a backpack that you can use with a barbell on your shoulders or a plate on your back when you're laying down. Next, any kind of basic chair. Make sure your chair doesn't have wheels. Make sure it's not going to slide around while you do stuff. This is going to be your alternative for a box. This is going to be somewhat of a bench. This is going to be a way to incline yourself, to decline yourself, however it works. I got a lot of stuff for this one. So, you can use this box. If you've got the ceiling clearance, you can do some box jumps on it. You can do any kind of basic HIIT, aerobics type of stuff, do lunges, do whatever you need to do. This is also going to work if you want to bring your backpack into it. Put your foot up, get a Bulgarian split squat with your weight that you already had from your backpack. Switch the legs, do the same thing. Hit those isolated single leg movements. This is also going to be a way to augment your push-ups. I'm guessing a lot of people have been doing a whole bunch of push-ups in the recent past. Now we can actually incline them, decline them, however we want to do. So, widen out. Hopefully your chair is wide enough that you have a nice base of support. Otherwise, you might be doing some close grips. Just bring it down and bring it back up. Bring it from the side so you don't have to watch me through the chair. Keep that back straight. Bring it down and bring it up. This is also going to be a great way to have a decline push-up. This is going to help you focus on those shoulders. Just put your feet up, bring it down, and bring it back up. There's also about a million other things that you can do with this. I encourage you to get creative. I encourage you to use some HIIT stuff. Get your blood pumping. Just using this chair, you can do a full workout very easily. Think of it just as a squat depth indicator. Think of it as anything that you want it to be. Next thing, we're going to use the chair again, but I'm going to focus on our dumbbell alternative. So I've got here the toolbox, nice and heavy. I'd say this weighs about 30 pounds, something like that. This is going to be a good replacement for a lot, not all, but a lot of dumbbell exercises. So, put it simply, you can get a curl with it. If you want to do a row with it, if the handle's big enough, you can do both. You can do a standing, upright, high pull. You can do your bent over row. If you use that chair as a bench, just plant your hand, have those feet down, bring it up to the side. There's your bent over row. Another thing that you can use your toolbox for is a barbell. Keep in mind, all these are adjustable. All you gotta do, open it up, take out a screwdriver, take out some pliers. There, I just took 3 pounds off. If anything's too heavy, too light, add more stuff to it or take some away. So, be careful putting this up. But if you want to just do a nice little floor press, make sure you have a good grip on the sides, elbows to the floor, and just push it up and bring it back down. Push it up and bring it back down. And keep those elbows at a 45-degree angle. Make it just like any other bench press that you would do. Now, a nice alternative, if you don't have a toolbox laying around, which I hope you do right about now. But if you don't, you probably have a gym bag for all those trips to the Cooley Center you would have taken. Same thing, fill it up, put a whole bunch of stuff in it, make it heavy, and that'll be your alternative for a barbell, your alternative for a dumbbell. This is going to be easier because you can toss it around for lighter weights. So, you want to do a clean, use the bag. Hold on to both sides, should be a little easier to grab. Bring it down, use those hips to pop up, bring it here. If you want to finish it up, push it up. Your explosive movements are going to be great for this. This is going to be your kettlebell or dumbbell substitute. Same thing as before. You want to use it as a barbell, get some rows, get some rows. However you want to make it work, make it work. Just be safe. If you feel yourself straining, don't push yourself. Some of us are lucky enough, we have some fitness equipment at home. Bands, stability balls, anything like that. If you do, that's great. If you don't, then you can use chair to substitute for your stability ball. You can use all kinds of other stuff. You can use a beanbag, anything that works. But for our purposes, I'll show you a couple examples of things you can do just with a stability ball, or you could even do on the floor. Now, basic push-up on a stability ball is going to bring those stabilizers into it, activate those different muscles, get you a whole new workout. If you have a larger stability ball, which unfortunately I don't, but I can still try and give you an example, you can do some basic core moves. Stability ball sit-up is a classic. Do it on the side here. Stability ball sit-up is a classic. Get some core work in. If you want to lift up your feet on that stability ball, that's going to be great too. That's going to help you work on your balance and your core strength while you're doing this. It's hard to see the ball in the frame, but this just goes to show you can do all these on the floor. Bands, same thing. You can wrap bands around your toolbox or around your bag if you want to add a little variable resistance to stuff, however you want that to work. Last piece of equipment I'm going to show you, if you're on a carpeted floor, hardcover book. Even if you're on hardwood, you can probably make it work. This is going to be an example of a slider, just like you would see in the gym. Let's try and get a good view of the floor here. So, you can see my book. You can see if I was going to do a carpet slider type of push-up where I'm bringing one arm out while I'm coming down, I can very easily do that right here. Switch arms and bring it back. Similar. Alternatively, if you feel okay with putting that book on your feet, if you don't care about it that much, you can make that into a slider for your feet as well. You bring that down, bring it up, you got a nice sliding pike up there. Just goes to show you, you can get creative with a lot of stuff around the house. Just to give you a quick example of something that we can use our new improvised equipment for, I'll give you a circuit. So with my circuit, I'm going to give you a leg exercise, I'm going to give you an arm exercise for push and for pull, then I'll give you an ab exercise. You repeat that through a few times, you should be getting a good workout. So first things first, we're going to strap up our backpack, load it up with all kinds of heavy stuff. We're going to get a Bulgarian split squat for a single leg squat with your foot up on your chair. So you bring it down, bring it back up, bring it down, and you bring it back up. Let's get 10 reps on both feet. So once you're done with that first foot, swap the other foot up, bring it down, bring that depth down on that down leg, bring that knee to 90 degrees, keep that chest up, stay looking out. Do 10 on each of those. Next, keep with our chair, we'll get our toolbox. We'll get a single leg bent over, or a single arm bent over row with our toolbox. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch sides. With these, you want to make sure that hand is firmly planted, your back straight, knees are slightly bent, and you're keeping that elbow to the side. All right. Next will be our push exercise for our arms. What we'll do with that, instead of using this as a slider, we're just going to use it as a platform. So we're going to do one push-up, offset just like this. Next, we're going to bring both to the middle for a close grip, and then we're going to bring the other side. So let's try and get, if you go through each cycle once, let's count that as 1, and let's get 5. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, that's 4, and that's 5. So there's going to be your push exercise, and then last but not least, we'll do a Russian twist on the ball for, let's call it 20 seconds. So bring the feet up if you want. Otherwise, just lean back. Bring the arms back and forth. Hit those shoulders. Bring the hips if you want to. Make sure you're sitting a little farther forward on that ball. All right. There's your circuit. Repeat that a few times, and you'll be getting a good workout. Thanks for joining me.